Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Northern Burlington County Regional High School Change of Command Ceremony. I'm Cadet Patrick King, your Master of Ceremonies for today. The Change of Command Ceremony is deeply rooted in military tradition that predates the Norman conquest of England. It is a visible means of handing over the reins from the departing commander to the new commander. As a flag is exchanged, it represents both a relinquishment and acceptance of command. The departing commander faces the presiding officer, salutes, and states, "Sir, I relinquish command." He then steps aside, and the new commander takes her place before the presiding officer, salutes, and states, "Sir, I assume command." In all, 8 words are spoken. But in these words are an end and a beginning. For Cadet Westcott, it marks the end of his successful term of duty. And for Cadet Zhang, it marks the beginning of a challenging endeavor. This ceremony is an important part of our military heritage that preserves tradition and stimulates esprit de corps. The cadets seated before you this evening are a formation of cadet officers, cadet senior NCOs, cadet NCOs, and cadet airmen who represent the collective talents of the Northern Burlington County Regional High School JROTC program. Today, you will witness the adorned unit flag of the JROTC program change from Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Trinity Westcott to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Amila Zhang. Today's presiding officer is a senior aerospace science instructor, Northern Burlington County High School, Captain Sean P. Hawks. Throughout today's ceremony, you'll be given various cues to stand and be seated. As a reminder, civilian guests should place their right hands over their hearts during the playing of our national anthem. We request that cellular phones and pagers be silenced for the duration of our ceremony. Thank you. Squadron commanders, give your squadrons attention for the arrival of the official party.
Key personnel, post. Blue squadron, stand by. Attention, hut.
Key personnel, post. Gray squadron, stand by. Attend, hut.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the arrival of the official party. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem.
Color. What? Get read. Color. What word? Art. Order. Halt. Left. East. Forward. March.
Squadron commanders, give your squadrons at ease and be seated.
Blue Squadron, at ease. Be seated.
Gray Squadron, at ease. Be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. We are pleased to have with us Cadet Trinity Westcott's parents, Mr. Raphael and Mrs. Tavia Westcott. We'd also like to welcome Cadet Amila Zhang's parents, Mr. Steve and Mrs. Sharada Zhang. Also, please extend a warm welcome to the principal of Northern Burlington County Regional High School, Dr. Sally Lopez. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Andrew Zuckerman. The Assistant Superintendent and Director of Curriculum, Dr. Amy Stella. And any Board of Education members in attendance. We'd also like to extend a warm welcome to all the parents in attendance and any other visitors who have been so kind as to join us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Amy Stella.
Good evening. While we ceremoniously mark the change of command between Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Westcott and Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Zhang, I wish to share the immense sense of pride and accomplishment that this unit brings to Northern Burlington. That is a testament to the leadership of our SASE, Captain Hobbs, our instructors, Senior Master Sergeant Irvin and Master Sergeant Parker, the financial support of the unit by the district, the recognition of the value that this program brings to the families, and the commitment to integrity, service, and excellence by all of our cadets. NJ 20171's accomplishments are numerous to date. Distinguished unit with merit in all years in which the unit was eligible, multiple students receiving scholarships, exceeding national standards, thousands of community service hours, successful co-curricular experiences, and a Kitty Hawk Air Honor Society which has made a significant mark on our region. This unit's Corps commanders are part of an elite legacy of greatness at NB. Of the individuals who have served in this capacity to date, all have developed into leaders in today's society. Their accomplishments include a commissioned military officer, collegiate ROTC cadets, a recruiting officer for a university, and all have excelled in their academic paths. Trinity and Amila, you are a significant part of NJ 201's history and success. Our unit will forever be impacted because of your leadership. The example you set not only for the cadets, but for all students is remarkable. Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Westcott, thank you for your commitment during semester 1. I know it has had its challenges, but you are a stronger leader because of this experience. And to Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Zhang, we know that you will experience success in semester 2 as you inspire and guide the Corps to achieve its common goals. You have our full support. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Stella. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cadet Commander of the Northern Burlington County Regional High School JROTC Program, Unit NJ 20171, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Trinity Westcott.
Good evening, cadets, parents, friends, and family. I'm Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Trinity Westcott. Believe it or not, but I used to be the quiet kid who only talked whenever she had to. The kid who hated speaking unless she was told otherwise, and she would lose her mind if she knew what I was doing today. I started during JROTC during COVID as the personnel NCO for my flight Delta Dynamo. Online, I was very quiet and only spoke whenever I had to, but as soon as I started doing hybrid, you couldn't get our kitty commander, Lorraine Sadiq, and I to stop yelling at one another. That quiet girl was temporarily gone whenever I set foot in the ROTC room. The following years, I was Public Affairs NCO as my AS 200 year and Inspector General as my AS 300 year. When Dr. Hoggs told me I would be Corps Commander, I was a junior and he, along with former instructor, Senior Master Sergeant Bender, made sure I understood the impact of that on our Corps. I am NJ 20171, first African American female Corps Commander for a unit, and I wanted to make sure I made my mark and left a legacy. I want to start a semester off strong and end it even stronger so that we will be prepared for our upcoming inspection. I want to make sure that everything goes well so we're not straggling behind or playing catch up. I want to make sure we pass our unit inspection. The year started off tough with me of the loss of my grandfather, but I refused to let that stop me and use it as motivation to keep going. I kept pushing and giving my all to the program and respect for the cadets who came before me. Honestly, I don't believe I would be here without two of my most important figures in my life, my mother and my father, Senior Master Sergeant Tavia Westcott and Senior Master Sergeant Raphael Westcott. As far back as I can remember, my mother has always been improving her education, and she continues doing so today. I remember sitting at our black round table in our old house in South Carolina, doing whatever homework I had to do while she also completed her assignments. My mom has inspired me to do my best in everything and to prove to any cadet and any person that I deserve my place in the world. She's my hero, my Wonder Woman. My father has always provided me with the best advice and life lessons I could ever ask for. He has always been me and my mom's personal hype man and aiding us in anything we need, and I'm so grateful to have him in my life. I've learned so much about the life lessons and about people from his stories and the music he plays me. He's the most calmest, selfless, and dedicated person I know. I'm grateful to have them as my parents. I also want to thank my driplets, Deanna Walker and Claire Guillaume. The two girls have always will always be held close to my heart, and I will always remember everything that they've done for me. From random talks in our group chat to the soccer mom and barbecue dad's spirit day. They were the best thing that could have happened to me in my sophomore and junior years, and despite them moving away, they will always be my sisters from other mothers. They taught me how to hold my ground and be confrontational when needed, when it's best to love someone from a distance, and when to realize that not everyone in your life will stay there. Deanna and Claire will always be part of me, whether Deanna likes it or not. She's stuck with Claire and I. I also would like to thank former Corps Commander Andy Chavez for giving me advice on how to write this speech and providing me with advice on how I should go about certain situations and how to handle things. He will forever be my big JROTC brother. Last but not least, I want to thank my 400 Flight Hotel. Hi, losers. It would take too long to stand up here and thank each of you individually, but I want all of you to know that you guys mean so much to me, and I'm filled with so much joy whenever I step into the classroom and see all of you guys talking with one another. I know some of us weren't close at the beginning of the school year, but I'm glad to call you all my 400 family. I don't think I could have asked for a better flight to end the day off with. Everyone I mentioned has influenced me in such a way and shaped me into the person I am today, and I don't think I would be the leader I am today without them. Yes, I did the work, I put forth the effort, and I went above and beyond my duties, but it's all thanks to the people who guided me. AS 100s and 200s, I implore you to stay in the JROTC family. The sky's the limit, and after all, this class isn't so bad. It could be any one of you standing on the stage next. Thank you.
Squadron commanders, give your squadrons attention for the change of command.
Key personnel, post. Blue squadron, stand by. Attention, hut.
Key personnel, post. Great Squadron, stand by. Attend. Hut.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the change of command.
Office, the order.
Attention to orders. By order of Captain Sean P. Hawks, effective 25 January 2024, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Trinity Westcott relinquishes cadet command of the JROTC Group, Northern Burlington County Regional High School, New Jersey, and Cadet Amila Zhang assumes command. Acknowledged, Captain Sean P. Hawks, Senior Aerospace Science Instructor, Northern Burlington County Regional High School, JROTC Unit NJ20171.
Officers, post.
Sir, I relinquish command.
Come on up, Mom. Come on up there, take a picture.
Sir, I assume command.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce the Cadet Commander, NJ20171, Northern Burlington County Regional High School JROTC Program, Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Amila Zhang.
Officers, post.
Squadron commanders, give your squadrons at ease and take your seats.
Blue Squadron, at ease. Take your seats.
Great Squadron, at ease. Take your seats.
Good evening, distinguished guests, staff, parents, and fellow cadets. Before I begin, I ask you all to please join me in a round of applause for all the hardworking and talented cadets of our unit and core staff. It is a great pleasure and honor to be considered part of a legacy here at NJ20171 AF JROTC program. As a body, we have accomplished several community goals and service projects. The cadet leaders before me have led by example and performed outstanding work. I would like to give my utmost respect to the following individuals during this commemorative chapter of my life. To Trinity. Throughout high school, we have developed a sense of understanding that is built with trust. Individually, we each have different leadership styles, but when joined together, we've become a powerful force to be reckoned with. Both of us motivate each other to do our best and are there for each other in need. Always know that no matter where you go in life, I wish you great things on your way, and I am very proud to see our friendship grow. During the beginning of my mark here in this program, Dr. Sean P. Hawks told me to believe in the limitless of my potential and worth ethic. He truly values each cadet with an open mindset and true value of character. I've grown to know him so much better as a person, being that we also share a similar family culture in the West Indies background. Being able to persevere through crucial life choices, he is shown to be a role model for everyone. He reminds me to have faith and that everything happens for a reason, as well as enhancing my abilities as Alpha-born leader. Next, Master Sergeant Mark Urban. He is the kind of instructor that makes you laugh and enjoy your time learning in class. Not only does he focus on student success, but also on achieving a common goal amongst everyone. Over the past 4 years, I have been fortunate to participate in drill and various color guard events, in which he has displayed a profound passion for teaching. I would also like to include our former instructor, Master Sergeant Vivian Bender. For those who don't know her, she is an incredible and strong female leader. I can't express how thankful I am for all the dedication that she put into our program and for our entire school. To Sergeant Parker, although I haven't gone to work with you much, I'm thrilled to have you as part of our journey in the Corps. And last but not least, to my family. I am eternally grateful for their sacrifices, encouragement, and unconditional love that has motivated me to this moment. My mom has always led me to stay true to myself and radiate positive change in the world. My dad has also shown me to appreciate what I have in life. Even the small things go a long way, such as greeting someone with respect and to be humble. Both of them taught me that leadership is not about exerting authority, but about spreading compassion and willingness to help others. My older brother, Adam, has tremendously inspired and driven me to have strength. Given the advice that there's no knowing what you will become, but hard work is key to getting you somewhere. When life is challenging, stop for a while to reflect and see how far you've come. Do not forget how rewarding it is. Collectively, they have shaped me into a better version of myself, and I thank them for always being there for me. Without them, I truly would not be who I am today. Extending into real-world experiences that tested and honed my skills, whether leading community service events, mentoring cadets, helping feed the public, and raising awareness to fight for cancer patients. I was consistently pushed to step out of my comfort zone. Thus far, I've come to learn to love myself for who I am, for who I was, and for who I hope to become. In this last semester of the year, I look forward to continuing our success as a whole and exceeding all that we do here at Northern Burlington Air Force Junior ROTC program. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes a change of command ceremony. Please remain seated. Lastly, let's have a round of applause for all the cadets that were promoted at the end of semester 1 in a ceremony held in class. In addition to the newly sworn-in cadet officers, as their hard work has garnered them all promotions to the next grade that they all well deserve. Squadron commanders, give your squadrons attention for the playing of the Air Force song, followed by the departure of the official party.
Key personnel, post. Blue squadron, stand by. Attention, hut.
Key personnel, post. Gray squadron, stand by. Attend, hut.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Air Force song and the departure of the official party.
Listen. This year, we're going to give her the gun. Any Air Force people in here, I want to see that gun. We've been practicing. All right, hit the music.
Please take time to congratulate the new Corps Commander in the rear of the 400 area. This concludes today's Change of Command ceremony. Thank you.